State pensioners in the UK, particularly those born before 1953, are facing a concerning issue that could see them miss out on a significant increase from the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP. This situation primarily affects those on the basic state pension rate, which includes men born before 1951 and women born before 1953. The upcoming pension increase, estimated to be around £550 thanks to the government's triple lock policy, will benefit many, but unfortunately, older pensioners risk receiving less than expected. The triple lock is a policy designed to ensure that state pensions rise each year by the highest of three measures: average earnings growth, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, inflation rate, or a guaranteed minimum of 2.5%. This mechanism aims to protect pensioners' income from being eroded by inflation and keep pace with the cost of living. For many receiving the new state pension or the full basic state pension, this could mean a welcome boost of approximately £550 in 2026. However, the reality for pensioners born before 1953 is more complex and less optimistic. One key issue lies in the way the triple lock applies differently to various components of the state pension. While the basic state pension benefits fully from the triple lock increases, other parts of a pension such as deferred amounts, additional pension, graduated pension, and protected pensions are only increased by the CPI rate. This creates a disparity that some experts describe as a two-tier system of pension uprating, where not all pension income is treated equally. Sandra Welsh, a former Department for Work and Pensions employee, sheds light on this nuanced system. She explains that the triple lock specifically applies to the basic state pension but not to all components. Additional pension, which was a scheme in place from 1978 until 2016, along with graduated pension, covering the years 1961 to 1975, increments for deferred pensions, and protected pensions, which include amounts exceeding the new 100% state pension rate as of April 2016. Are all subject to increases tied only to the CPI inflation rate, not the triple lock. At the introduction of the new state pension in 2016, these different pension elements were combined in many cases to create a single basic state pension figure, with any amount exceeding the new standard rate classified as protected pension. However, because these additional elements continue to be uprated by CPI inflation rather than the triple lock, pensioners receiving these payments may find their overall pension growth is less than what the headline figures suggest. Financial expert Aaron Peake from Credibility points out that current economic trends could influence the pension increase next year. At present, earnings growth slightly outpaces inflation, making wage growth the likely driver for the 2026 increase under the triple lock. If wage growth remains ahead, pensioners on the full new state pension may see an increase around the £550 mark. However, this boost may not extend equally to pensioners with components only rising by inflation, potentially leaving some with smaller increases. This difference in treatment has raised concerns about fairness and the adequacy of pension uprating. For pensioners who have built their entitlements under older pension schemes, the effect is particularly significant. The fact that some parts of their pension are only adjusted by inflation, while others benefit from the more generous triple lock formula, can lead to confusion and financial strain. The basic state pension and new state pension systems are part of a broader framework of pension provision in the UK. The basic state pension covers individuals who reached state pension age before April 6, 2016, while the new state pension applies to those reaching pension age after this date. The new state pension aims to simplify the system by replacing multiple pension components with a single flat rate payment. However, the legacy of the old system remains for many pensioners, meaning they still receive a mix of payments that are uprated differently. For pensioners born before 1953, this means the increase they receive may not reflect the full benefit of the triple lock. Instead, they may experience a smaller rise, particularly if significant portions of their pension fall under the components only linked to CPI inflation. This could translate into hundreds of pounds less than younger pensioners receiving the new state pension, exacerbating the financial challenges faced by older retirees. Despite the complexity, the government's commitment to the triple lock remains a cornerstone of pension policy, aimed at protecting pensioners from the rising cost of living. The triple lock has been widely praised for helping pensioners maintain purchasing power in the face of inflation and economic fluctuations. However, the nuances of the policy and its application mean not all pensioners benefit equally, highlighting the ongoing challenges in ensuring fairness and clarity in pension uprating. The situation underscores the importance of pensioners and their families staying informed about how their pensions are calculated and increased. It also points to a need for greater transparency and potentially reform to address the disparities created by the current system. For those affected, understanding the components of their pension and how each is uprated can help in financial planning and setting realistic expectations for future income. As pension increases are a vital part of many retirees' budgets, especially given rising living costs in the UK, any shortfall in expected pension growth can have real impacts on quality of life. The £550 increase touted for many pensioners under the triple lock offers hope of improved financial security, but for older pensioners with more complex pension arrangements, this hope may be tempered by the reality of smaller increases. Looking ahead, monitoring government policy and economic indicators such as wage growth and inflation will be crucial for pensioners and advisors alike. Changes to pension uprating rules or adjustments to the triple lock could alter the landscape, offering opportunities for more equitable treatment or posing new challenges. In summary, while the triple lock provides a valuable safeguard for many UK pensioners, those born before 1953 on the basic state pension could face reduced increases in their payments. The differing treatment of pension components means that some will receive a full triple lock increase, while others will only see a rise in line with inflation. This creates a complex picture where age, pension scheme history, and specific entitlements all play a role in determining the final pension amount. Pensioners affected by these changes should consider seeking advice to understand their individual circumstances. Financial guidance can help clarify the impact of pension uprating rules and assist in planning for the future. Meanwhile, awareness of this issue among the wider public and policymakers could drive discussions around improving the pension system to ensure it remains fair, transparent, and supportive for all retirees. As the UK population ages and the number of pensioners grows, addressing these nuances in pension increases will become increasingly important. Ensuring that all pensioners receive a fair and adequate rise in their income is essential for maintaining dignity and financial stability in retirement. For now, older pensioners should remain vigilant, keep informed about upcoming changes, and consider how these might affect their finances. The £550 increase is a positive development for many, but understanding who qualifies and why some might receive less is crucial. Through informed choices and continued dialogue, the UK can work towards a pension system that serves all generations fairly and sustainably. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay empowered, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on your UK pension rights. See you in the next video.